So these 15,000 people who were a bit nervous during the election, probably voting Green in Wellington, I imagine, how long do they have? How long, give them a time frame for when they'll all be fired?
Well, I think your rhetoric's not that helpful. I think what...
Whoa.
Get him,
did you hear
Chloe.
that? But did you hear that? David Seymour, of all people, saying your rhetoric is not that helpful. David Seymour
is rhetoric.
saying your rhetoric, the person who's used more rhetoric than anybody else through this election cycle, David Seymour saying your rhetoric is not helpful. And I think you'll find Ryan Bridge then points out that this is actually your rhetoric from the campaign, Mr. Seymour.
Give them a time frame for when they'll all be fired.
Well, I think your rhetoric's not that helpful. I think what you got to point...
And that's your rhetoric from the campaign.
I think what you got to point...
We will get rid of them, I think.
Well, what we need to
Comrade Ryan, get him.
And first of all, let's just be really clear. When we talk about the public service, we're not talking about nurses, we're not talking about teachers, we're not talking about police. We're talking about 60,000 odd bureaucrats, mainly in Wellington, which is up from 47,000 just 6 years ago. Now, we've got 30% more people in the core public service, 30,000 more bureaucrats, or 30%, more bureaucrats, as many people would say. But do we have more kids at school? Are they learning more? Are the roads better? None of that's happened.
All right.
So we're going to have to get more efficiency because every household and business is doing it. Government is going to have to tighten its belt too.
We have to leave it there, guys.
The thing is, right, and this is the thing I just want to ask David Seymour and all these other people. How do you think fewer people in the back rooms of the Ministry of Education is going to provide better outcomes in the front room, i.e. the classrooms in the Ministry of Education? Because that's what they're saying. We're going to get rid of a whole bunch of people in the back rooms. Ministry of Education. Why do you think that getting rid of people in the Department of Conservation, I struggle with that because of a name of another podcast, is going to help having fewer people in the Department of Conservation in the back room, in the offices, is going to help with the outcomes of the front room of the Department of Conservation? How? Because they've never spelt it out, Chewy.
No, never. Kiwi Rascal here is right. My mood is Chloe. Her face through that whole thing every time she needs to sit next to Seymour. Ugh. Yeah.
But
no,
did it feel like to you at any level that he was backtracking a little bit? He certainly wasn't as hardcore. Day one, the first weekday, it was before 7 a.m, Monday after the election. There was no way he was being as hardcore on these 15,000 that he was for the previous 6 to 10 weeks.
Yeah, and I bet that happened when the first results came in and went, oh, shit.
I'm going to be held accountable
back
now.
up a lot of the things that I've been saying. Oh, fuck.